Chapter 8. Email Basics. It takes days to send a letter across the country and weeks to go around the world. To save time and money, more and more people started using electronic mail. It is faster, easier and much cheaper than the post office.
What is email? In its simplest form, email is an electronic message sent from one computer to another through internet. You can send or receive personal and business-related messages with attachments such as pictures or formatted documents. You can even send songs and computer programs. It is no wonder email has become the most popular service on the internet. It is a very good way of keeping in touch with far-flung family members. How email service works. Just as a letter makes stops at different postal stations along its way, email passes from one computer known as a mail server to another as it travels over the internet. Once it arrives at the destination mail server, it is stored in an electronic mailbox until the recipient retrieves it. This whole process can take seconds, allowing you to quickly communicate with people around the world at any time of the day or night. What you need to use email service. To receive email, you must have an account on a mail server. This is similar to have an address where you receive letters. Its one advantage over regular mail is that you can retrieve your email from any location. Once you connect to your mail server, you can download your messages. To send an email, you need a connection to the internet and access to a mail server which can forward your mail. The standard protocol used for sending internet email is called SMTP. It stands for Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. It works in conjunction with POP servers. POP stands for Post Office Protocol. Advantages of email. Email service has the following advantages. Email is cheaper and faster than a letter, less intrusive than a phone call, and less hassle-some than a fax. Using email, differences in location and time zone are less of an obstacle to communication. Email uses a standard information structure. Electronic communication, because of its speed and broadcasting ability, is fundamentally different from paper-based communication. It is so fast that email is more conversational than traditional paper-based media. In a paper document, it is absolutely essential to make everything completely clear and unambiguous because the reader may not have a chance to ask for clarification. With email documents, your recipient can ask questions immediately. Email thus tends, like conversational speech, to be sloppier than communications on paper. Because of these advantages, email is exploding. Structure of an email message. Email messages are similar to letters with two main parts, the header and the body. The header contains the name and address of the recipient, the name and address of anyone who's being copied to, and the subject of the message. Some email programs also display your name and address and the date of the message. The body contains the message itself. Just like when sending letters, you need the correct address. If you use the wrong address or mistype it, your message will bounce back to you. The old return to sender, address unknown routine. When you receive an email, the header tells you where it came from, how it was sent, and when. It is like an electronic postmark. Most email programs these days let you insert what is known as a signature at the bottom of the message. This can be anything from a clever quote to some additional information about you, such as your name, title, company name, and phone number. If you are creative, you can create a design using just the characters on your keyboard to include in your signature. Unlike a letter, which is typically sealed in an envelope, email is not as private. Think of email as you would think of a postcard. Messages can be intercepted and read by people who really shouldn't be looking at it. Avoid including any confidential information unless you have a way to encrypt it. Steps to send email. Open your email program and launch a new message window by clicking on the appropriate icon. In the TO box, type in the name of the recipient. It should take this form: recipient@domain.com. Make sure you enter the address correctly or the message will return to you. You can send a message to more than one person by entering multiple addresses. Just put a semicolon between each address. Type in the subject of the email. Write your message in the message window. You can also copy text from a word processing program and paste it into the window. Click on the send icon or select send from the file menu. Understanding email address. Internet email addresses typically have two main parts, the username and the host name. For example, see t2@vsnl.com. Username, hostname. First, there is the username T2, which refers to the recipient's mailbox. Then there is an accent sign. Next comes the host name VSNL, also called the domain name. This refers to the mail server, the computer where the recipient has an electronic mailbox. It is usually the name of a company or organization. Finally, there is a dot followed by 3 letters that indicate the type of domain. An address ending with .com typically means that the host is a business, commercial enterprise, VSNL, or an online service like America Online. Most companies use this extension. A host name ending with .edu indicates that the host is a university or an educational facility. .org indicates that the host is a non-commercial organization. Similarly, .gov is used by government agencies and officials. Other extensions you might encounter are .mil for military and .net for network. The latter tends to be reserved for organizations such as Internet Service Providers. Email addresses may also contain 2 letters after the domain name to indicate the country code. Here is a list of country codes. Domain AU, the country is Australia. Domain CA, the country Canada. Domain CH, country Switzerland. Domain DE, country Germany. Domain DK, country Denmark. Domain ES, country Spain. Domain FR, country France. Domain IN, country India. Domain IT, country Italy. Domain JP, country Japan. Domain MX, country Mexico. Domain NZ, country New Zealand. I'll take this again. Domain NZ, country New Zealand. Domain PL, country Poland. Domain RU, country Russian Federation. Domain TR, country Turkey. Domain UK, country United Kingdom. Domain US, country United States. Domain VA, country Vatican.